Hi everyone, welcome back to the second video. So we're going to learn a little bit of ballet technique in a second, but firstly we're just going to have a little creative game. So we're going to play a bit of Pictionary and the theme is going to be famous ballets. So I'll give you an example. I've drawn a picture of a ballet that I know, a famous ballet, and I want to see if you can guess what that might be. I'm also going to play you a little bit of music from the ballet to help you guess. So let me just show you what I've drawn. So here's the music from the ballet. So we're just having a listen, maybe close our eyes. Very famous piece of music. Now, this is what I've drawn. So, it looks to me like there's some water here and there's a bird in the middle. So any guesses as to what we think this ballet might be called? So I'm going to tell you, this is of course Swan Lake. So well done if you got that right. So what I'd like you to do with whoever else is with you, get some pens and paper and have a go at drawing some ballets that you know, either that you've heard of or maybe that you've seen some already, and see if your family can guess what ballet you've drawn. Also, if you like, you could also choose to act out some of the ballets. So in ballet, they often use mime to convey emotion and also to tell the story. So if somebody is heartbroken, maybe they do this, or in love, possibly the same. If someone's scared, maybe they do this. So it's quite dramatic, a lot of mime, big gestures. So if you'd also like to do that, then that's fine as well. So take a couple of minutes, get a little bit creative, and let your family members guess which ballet you're thinking of. Welcome back everyone. So I hope you had fun with that little creative exercise. I'd like to just go through a couple that I've done and see if you can guess. They might be the same as you've already thought of. Let's have a look. So this is the first one. I'll play some of the music as well from the ballet. See if you can have a guess. Okay, so I'll show you what I've drawn. So here, looks to me like somebody is asleep. Someone over here is telling them to wake up. Also looks like it's a girl in bed. So anyone can guess that? Giving you a few clues now, so that is Sleeping Beauty. This is the next piece of music, a very famous piece of music and a very famous ballet, which is also, there's also been a film version made of this story as well. It was originally a play by William Shakespeare. Can anybody think of what this might be from? Here's my drawing. So, looks to me like there are two people here. Big love heart in the middle, some stars with crosses through them, and then a big dagger going through the heart. So a little bit of a fateful tale, this one. It's of course Romeo and Juliet. And now the very last piece of music. Also a very famous ballet. One of my favourite ballets in terms of the music. So this is what I've drawn. This is probably my worst drawing. I'm sure that you've drawn much better than me. So we've got a nut here. I've written nut just in case it wasn't clear. And then here, looks like we've got a big crack running through. So that's of course the nutcracker. Very good, well done if you managed to get all those. Give yourselves a high five. Now for the next exercise, we're going to focus a little bit on balance. So in ballet, obviously there's a lot of steps that involve needing to have a very strong core, keep the balance, keep our poise. So we're going to just do a little exercise that will help with the balance. So what I'd like you to do is find a soft toy or a scarf or a cushion that you can place on your head. Anything soft. I've got my little dog puppet here. He's going to help me. So what I'm going to do is just going to put him on my head, make sure I found the balance, and then I'm going to play some music and then we'll go from there. So finding a space, and we're going to start with some ballet walks. So we really want to point our toe and step onto that foot. So we're going to point and step. And we're just going to walk around the space. So walking around the space that you're in. Good. And really straight, tall backs, long necks. Changing direction. Maybe you might pass somebody in the space. You might have to do a little turn. Good. Now can we do some marching? So getting these knees up, pointing the toes and marching. Good. And really bending the knees and coming up. Good. Good. Keeping nice and tall. And can we do some skips? Let's try if we can do some skips. Ready? And go. Woo! Good. So where if it falls off, you can just put it back on. Now we're going to try bouncing on one leg. See if we can balance. Put your hands on your hips if you need to. Good. On the other leg. Good. Now can we stay on that leg and can we try and move our arms any way we like and our bodies. Good. Really trying to let go, creating some shapes in our bodies. Nice. Bending, coming back up. Woo, coming off balance. And well done everyone. Just ending with a nice position to finish with our toy. Good. Well done guys, give yourself a clap. So for the next little part of this video, we're just going to learn 4 different ballet steps. So we're going to start with the first one, which we call a plie. So obviously with ballet, all the words are in French. So I want to try and translate, see if we can remember the English translations for these words. So what does plie mean? Does anybody know the word plie? So plie means to bend. So we just bend and straighten. So we're going to start in first position. So in first position we have our arms just in front of us, not too low, not too high, about in line with our belly button, and nice curve here, nice curve in the elbows. Imagine that you're holding a big beach ball in front of you, yeah? You don't want to drop it, so keeping that nice frame, that curve in the elbows. And our feet, I want our heels to be together, so heels are touching and our toes are pointed to the 2 diagonals in front of us, yeah? So not too far to the sides or else we'll lose our balance, so just in front, so we're nice and comfortable. So from here, we're going to do our plies, so our bend. So we're going to bend, and we're going to create a diamond shape in between our legs. So we're going to bend and straight, and bend, good. And then we're going to do in second position, so we're going to take our legs out, just wide of shoulder width apart, and again, not pointing to our sides, otherwise we'll fall. So just to relax with the toes pointing diagonally in front of us. Now our arms, we'll take them out to the sides. Now with our arms, we want to imagine that we've got a coin here on our shoulder, and it's going to fall all the way down our shoulder, all the way down the curve of our arm, off our fingertip. So we want to think about the elbows being up higher than our hands, yeah? So we've got a really nice, so if you hold this, it actually feels like a bit of a workout for the arms. So we're holding this second position, and as we're looking in front, we want to be able to just see our fingertips out the corners of our eyes. So don't hold them too far behind, don't hold them too far in front. Step to the side, and we can just about see our fingers if we wiggle them. And we're going to do 4 pliés in second position. Let me put some music on and we'll do that together. Ready for our pliés in first position, 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and go. And down, up, 2, 3, 4. Good. And out to second position, 5, 6, 7, 8, and bend. Up, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Well done, guys. On to the second exercise. So our next exercise is the tendu. So I wonder if anyone knows what a tendu is. Another French word. So do we know the English for tendu? So the English for tendu is to stretch. So we're going to be working with our feet. We're going to start in first position, arms in first position. And what we're going to do is we're going to slide our foot across the floor, make sure we're keeping in contact with the floor the whole time until the very end. We lift the heel up and really point the toe right down into the ground. So sliding the foot and point. Yep, so we're going to do that 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then to the side. So we can take our arms into second, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Let's do that with some music. Now imagine that you've got super glue on the bottom of your shoe, on the bottom of your foot, and you're really trying to peel it off of the floor. So really working the legs, yeah? 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4. To the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good, well done. So the next exercise is called the releve. So if I do this, that gives you a clue. So releve means to rise. So we're going to do 4 rises in first position. We're just going to take our heels off the floor so that we're on the balls of our feet, yeah? And this one, we need that balance. So you can even put your soft toy back on your head if you like, but we really want to suck in the stomach, belly button to the spine. That will keep us nice and strong so we can hold our balance. So we're going to go for 4, and then out to second position, and then 4 rises in second. Okay, ready? First position, 3, these are our releves, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. You can put your hands on your waist, that helps. Right up on the balls of your feet, good, and second position. 1, 2, 3, 4, very good. Now our very, very last, this is our bonus step. It's a little bit harder, but I know that you can do it. So really what we're thinking about here is we're going to count in 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's like a waltz, that's the tempo. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We want to be thinking down, up, down. So down, up, down. This is called balancing. So I wonder if anyone can think of what that might mean, balancing. So balancing means basically transferring your balance from one side to the other. So transferring your weight and your balance from one side to the other. So we're going to start the way we want to go. If we want to go this way, then we're going to put that leg behind, that foot behind. We can put our hands just on our hips for now, don't worry too much about the hands. So we're going to take a step out to the side, 1, and then this foot goes behind, 2, this front foot raises slightly, 3. So step, down, 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 up, down. Quite hard to do slowly. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. So side to side, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Very good. Now with the arms, you can really do whatever you like. Remember at the beginning, I think maybe in the first class, we were doing skiing. So big arms, you can do that if you like. But I really want you to be creative, feel free in the upper body. Don't worry if you can't get the step exactly right. I just want to make sure you've got the 3. So we're counting 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. With some music. 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. Down, up, down, 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 up, down. Good. Really using all the space. Down, up, down, 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 down. Very good. Well done, guys. There are simple 4 sort of ballet exercises. If you join us for the next video, I'll put those into a little phrase, and we're going to do that little phrase to a piece of music that is very, very different from what ballet is normally danced to. So that'll be a bit of an interesting combination. So join me for the next video. See you there.